Welcome to the channel. This is MJ Farm Base again. This is our beans farm. It's half an acre farm of beans. It's barely 2 to 3 weeks old, and this is how they look currently. We are working tirelessly to keep this farm running, and we'll give you all the information you need to know about the farm. So stay tuned, and if you are a new subscriber, thank you for coming. If this is your first time of seeing our channel, please subscribe so that our information will reach a wider audience, and it will go a long way to help us. So this is it. This very side is not doing quite well because they were attacked by insects. This is some of the grasshoppers that are attacking it, and as you can see, so we'll be applying some insecticide to drive them away to keep the farm going. So far so good. This is our farm. This is our beans farm. It's about half an acre, which we have available here on one of our farm projects. We've not gone commercially big in beans farming yet. These are our experimental phases of the farm, which later on will be going in commercial base if this one really do well, and we obviously attain the benefit of this farm. We will go on a large scale. In this video, I'll be explaining all you need to know about beans farming as a beginner or as a first timer. If this is your first time or you are trying to venture into similar thing like this, let me give out the information this way. This very farm is not too expensive to run. The only thing that you need is to get the land. After you get the land, you first clear the land, and for you to not find it too difficult in handling the farm, it's advised you spray after the people clear the land for you and you've already burned the grasses. Wait for it for about 3 weeks to get into 1 month, and the grasses will start to, or the weeds will start to grow again, and which will be after that 3 weeks to the 1 month, and you spray with a systemic weed killer. By so doing, you are suppressing the weed, and for you to be able to run the farm easily. So here is the trick. After you spray with the weed killer, a systemic weed killer, of course, then the 3rd day or the 5th day after that, you do your planting. So by the time the weeds have shown a sign of withering down, it is then that the beans will start germinating. This very one is the very white type of beans, the local one in the Ghanaian market, which is not the very big eye type. It's just like the medium size. So those of you who will be asking what type of beans is this, that is the explanation for that. So you get it and you plant maybe 3 pieces per hole, and the interval should be around 70 centimeters apart from each on a row, and the distance between one row and the second row should be probably around 80 centimeters. so that you have enough space if later you want to plant something in between after you harvest the beans. That is your own way of handling that. So now this farming, this very farm that you see here, it's about 2 to 3 weeks old. And one thing that people normally forget is in previous days when people were doing farms, and they don't get attacked by insects, but now there are a lot of insects around. I don't know whether it's because of the spraying people are doing, or I don't know what has changed, but with the environment, the farming environment, you could obviously see a lot of insects, and which is not good for the farm, because when they attack it from the very tender age, that means the beans is not going to do well. So what we did on this very farm is we sprayed insecticide after, I think 1 week after planting, and 3 weeks after planting we did another one. And when it was 1 month again, we did another insecticide control. Any insecticide control of your choice at all, which will not kill the grass, which will not have any interference with the crop itself. This very view of the farm is about one month now. This is how they look. And after we did that, you could see they were doing very, very well. And that is it. But mind you, when you are going to plant, ask the people some questions about the very seed you are about to plant. We have another farm which we did the same 1.5 acre on, which it took the beans 3 months to start flowering. By then, it was when we started the farm, the rain came in very heavy, and I think that is the main cause of it. It started growing vegetatively, which delayed the flower formation. So normally in this part of our world where we live, we plant around October 15th. That is where they start planting the beans. It does not like too much of a rain. A little bit is okay for it, because when it starts flowering, when the rains keep coming in heavy, we have what we call flower abortion. The flowers will keep dropping, and that means it's not going to fruit. So be mindful of that one as well. So here, as you can see, I was just trying to make a visual inspection about the farm to see. So what you also have to bear in mind is, from time to time, you come to the farm. Not that you're coming to work, you walk through it and see where maybe insects attacking it. Is everything all right? When you see some of the grasshoppers and some of the insects, you can obviously tell they are destroying the leaves. To start by feeding on the leaves, and then you understand how it's going. So that is a little information you need to know. So after 1 month, 2 weeks to 3 weeks going, you start observing for the flower formation. You wait patiently to see what will happen from there. And before then, you start to see the beans to begin to grow more and stretch wider from the line in which you planted them. So by this time, if you want to plant cassava in between, that is your own farming way, and that is what you wanted to do. After it's 1 month, 2 weeks, you can start planting it, so that by the time the cassava will start germinating, by then the beans you start harvesting. So that is it. So in this very field, we are trying to see if we can plant some cassava here, and the rains are not coming in anymore, but the soil is not too dry for that. We can still do it. But getting to December, what will happen is when you plant, termites will just destroy them, and because they are also looking for water, and when the ground is so dry, they don't get water from anywhere. When you plant those cassava sticks, they are going to feed on them, and they are not going to do well. So be cautious about that one as well if you really want to plant cassava in between, when by the time the beans it reaches its maturity stage, which is the 3-month space, where the fruits are grown and start to dry, and you start the picking of the beans. So take note of that as well. The only thing that you need to bear in mind is visual inspection to see if nothing is attacking it. Beans does not need too much attention. After 3 months, they start they reach their maturity stage, and you start harvesting it. So that is a little information you need to know about beans farming if you want to. That is why if you are about to harvest, get people, and it's not too stressful. See you in our but the harvesting is for the weed control. How to go about it is this way. In this very farm, what we did was after exactly 1 month, we applied the weed control chemical, which is selective for weed. This very type that I use in this farm is called soldier crown. Yes, soldier crown. So you just spray. It does not kill the beans because it's selective. You spray it all along. But what I did was still I mixed it with a little bit of insecticide, so that to be able to achieve two things at the same time, to sack the insects and to control the weeds. So that was how we went about it, applying to this farm. So what we did after then is we waited patiently to see how it's going to come out. So after that, we'll be planting the cassava stick in between here. Yes, so that is it. So this is the little information you need to know before going into beans farm. So when you have this information, you'll be able to scale up and do it in a commercial basis. This is our experimental phases of it. If it really do well, and the timing of the weather as how we studied it, and from the extension officers we spoke with, the advice we acquired from them, that is it. One thing about this type of farm you have to bear in mind is sometimes, like I earlier on said, the previous one we did, or the other one we did at our 10-acre field, which is just a little portion, which it was about a half an acre. That very beans, like from the beginning, was just growing very vegetatively, and when you get to the farm, it's like they are not bearing fruit. You are going to be worried. So at first we decided to spray it off and plant another one, but from the extension advice we got from our technical officers, they were explaining to us that we should just give it a little bit of time. Sometimes the fruit bearing time for that very variety takes longer, or because the rain came in too much, so that is why it was happening that way. So we listened to the advice, and it has helped us. If you are interested in this type of video, or you are someone who likes agriculture, please subscribe to this channel. We'll keep on giving all the information we know about agriculture, and we'll share with you for free here on this very platform. This is MJ Fanbase again. If you've not yet subscribed and you've watched this far, please support the channel and subscribe to this channel for us. Thank you.